Yeah, I'm feeling a change in order. Treading dangerous waters. The demise of falsely idols. Get exposed to code and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy. God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies. Pray for my enemies. I get the tendency. You kind of finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been healing, feeling, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a cook in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions. Go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause. We different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes. I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces. Fighting the demons, really for lifers.
When I step up in the place, say yo, I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Yes, I get wreck, and that's word on my feed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stand. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to make me fight Q-tip, I need Shahid. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed off. Dynamic flows and take heed. Need more information, homeboy, than just weed. Hey, you can't read all about the pure breed. Do the noble, that's my duty, let my seed. When I step up in the place. That make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck that discotheque.
We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from NRG Stadium. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
You're now rocking with the best. Busta Rhymes coming through from the footmost squad. Boy Scouts who I be. Straight to your door. We coming straight to your door. Bringing all your buckets to all your rap.
First carry for Joe Mixon. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup 4.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is second and 6. Again, they'll give it to Mixon. And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
6-yard line. Brings up third down.
Really with it. I should probably sign a head, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rapping, pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers, pay my bills. All the books on me, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico Mason, putting working on the phones. Either that or try the money or to make it pick up. Man, it's 2008, I'm trying to...
Oh, ready? 18. What's that?
Here's Stroud. try to work the screen with Mixon. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option, and then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath and get that fresh set of downs. So in this case, he settles for the underneath throw, but it's still enough to pick up the first down.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's good for 27 and a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the bootleg, it's Stroud. On the run to the right, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They're going to take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Here we go, let's go.
They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go.
Good blocking, and he's in. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Next to score, Texans 7, Cowboys nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46, 44, 48. Here we go, kill. 26.
Right to the air is Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
Yeah! Here we go,
That is Ferguson in motion.
26.
First carry now for Jaden Blue. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup.
from the gun. Here's Dak. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Cowboys. First down. A gain of 3 on the play. First down in Dallas.
Anybody that I really recognize ain't surprised to ride me to the vibe.
Shotgun snap for Prescott. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire.
Prescott's pass.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
On first down, it's Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 22 yards.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drop.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. The RPO, that one is complete. And nice work there after the catch. He was a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for this with Mixon. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down the backfield on 3rd and short.
Loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So, a little extra time to think about what to do on 4th down as we are through quarter number 1. It's the Texans who have the early lead. More from Houston coming up in a moment. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Here's a design run. He's going to have a Texans first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. This is intercepted. He gets 3. He's to the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Dallas. So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
All right.
To throw is Stroud. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 5. Quickly out to Collins. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
This is 3rd and 6.
All right.
Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That is the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up 4th down. Jaime Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will extend to a 10-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get free.
Fairbairn, after making the field goal, heads back out to kick this one away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Well, left side, caught by Ferguson. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 16 yards on the game, and a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. And that fastball is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Left side, caught by Lamb. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Prescott to his main man, Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a 1st down.
16 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
They'll look to throw yet again. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground, and when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Go.
On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. And he's in! Jaleel McLaughlin. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Looking to double up here. Score the touchdown. They want more. They're lining up for an onside kick. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. Let's go.
On first down, they'll start with Mixon. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. And he gets that one complete to Collins. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2.
On the quick, right? Swap. Another swap.
Now this is going to be a design run. They're going to keep it. And he is going to have a Texans first down. At least it appears that way. Got it by maybe the length of a football.
10 at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
Now Stroud. They'll look to set up the screen here. Now inside the 25. And he will go all the way. Go Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. That's his 2nd touchdown in this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. What a pretty touchdown that was. Nothing looks nicer than a well-set-up screen, and that was executed to perfection.
Mike, the key to any successful screenplay is the timing between the offensive lineman getting out and where the running back is when he catches it. You'll see it here played out perfectly. He gets the escorts out in front of him, gets the key blocks he needs, all the way down for 6.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Prescott on first down. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it'll bring up second down.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Second down, Prescott. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time, he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Prescott now. He's got a receiver, and that's Lance. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible. I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Dak going to give this to Blue. And they'll take this down inside the 45. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Cowboys.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate. And that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw is Prescott. He'll find his rookie wideout from Texas.
So they have these rules for the receivers, like they call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That non-verbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
That is Ferguson in motion. Third and short. Prescott moving to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number one.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball.
He's got his big tight end, Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle four, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first. coming out of the break.
Makes the score Texans 17, Cowboys 14. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He's going to like not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision. As this ball comes out to the 35. They'll go play action with Stroud. Moving outside the pocket. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And while he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. Once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
Here we go.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. We'll keep this one on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
To kick off for Houston.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Going to throw it here on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man running with him as they connect. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, kill. Here we go, 46.
First down, Prescott. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. And he will get into the end zone. CeeDee Lamb, touchdown Cowboys. His 4th TD grab of the season. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Aubrey now for the extra point. Backed up because of the penalty, but no matter. The extra point is good.
21, Texans 17.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Hold up. Y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We mighty more Power Ranger. Hold up. Mine also dangerous. Hold up. Y'all talk about. All right.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Why, Tony? Here we go. Tony, hey, one more. Connect.
On play action, Stroud. Open man, that's Collins. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Texans first down.
Off the play fake, here's Stroud. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
On the bootleg, it's Stroud. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
Nice play design here by the offensive coordinator. His ability to get the quarterback outside the pocket, take some stress off the protection. By the time he reaches the launch point, the receiver's running wide open downfield, and he puts the ball right on the money.
They'll run on first down with Mixon. They'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give them 8 on that carry.
17-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
A good spot here, second and a yard.
All right. 118. What's that? Connect.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
First and 10.
We're not real accustomed to seeing these sort of plays out of this guy. He's more of the dirty work, kind of behind-the-scenes role player, but tell you what, he keeps coming through for this offense, and he's going to find himself with a couple more touches.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Brings up second and 10.
Well, this play, Mike, is clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. To the sideline, he's in. Jaden Higgins. Touchdown, Texans.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page, quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
We go 47. Yeah, here we go. What do you think?
On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout. That's going to bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
A give. Here comes Blue. He'll push forward for about a yard. Daniil Hunter with the stop.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Third down and 9.
47. Yeah, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
It's a
20-yard pickup there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
A first down throw for Prescott. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
On third down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
On fourth down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. The spot is at their own 49, making this a 61-yard attempt.
Wow, what a big kick there. I mean, just looking down, anytime the kicker is lined up on the other side of the 50, you think, there's no way this ball's going to get there, Mike. But listen, he's got a big leg. This one he strikes absolutely perfect. That was good off the foot.
Now return coming from the 7. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
All right. Tony. Hey.
to Collins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
That's thrown quickly, taken in by Collins. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins.
So this was an NBA game. We call that a heat check. He wasn't even open, but you know what? With the success that they've had all game so far, he's just saying, you know what? Everything we do is coming up right. I'm just going to give my guy a shot. And this time the defense had him covered, but expect him to continue to look his way. He's had a monster day.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. Trying the right side, taken in by Collins. And he's out of bounds here. It's a big pickup at the end here of the third quarter of play. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Off balance throw, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he is out of bounds. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up first and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to your opponent with too much time to go down and answer your score.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for second and goal.
Already.
That is caught by the tight end. Cade Stover. Touchdown, Houston. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Now Fairbairn for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Texans will go up by 7.
Texans 31, Cowboys 24. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Prescott on first down. He's passed right side, caught by Lane. He's taken down just shy of midfield. for a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go, 47. Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 46, 26.
Play action now. Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up third down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. You know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in.
Big play coming up. This is third down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
Well, that was a disaster. I like the call. I like going for it on fourth down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
19 Texans. 18. That's it.
Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Come up here, 1st and 10. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
On the quick, right? Look at how, 18. That's it.
They'll go right back to Mixon, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup for 5.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, hey. Tony.
They will work the middle with Mixon. And he'll be near the first down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he is going to have a Texans first down. They're able to convert by plenty on 3rd and 1.
And defensively, these are the opportunities, Mike, at this stage in the game you just can't miss. It's a close game. 4th quarter, you find yourself trailing. You've got to be able to come up in that spot and force a stop. Instead, now the offense can drain even more time off the clock with a fresh set of downs.
18. That's it.
They'll go play action with Stroud. To the left side, into the hands of Collins. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
All right. 18. What's that?
On the give, this is Mixon. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Feeling like a freak on a leash. Feeling like I have no release. How many times have I felt disease?
All right.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
What?
A run here with Mixon. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Now a stoppage for an injured Texan. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Third down and 9.
All right.
Carry now for Marks. Oh, a loose football. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
First down.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
Now a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is first and goal.
18. What's that?
They'll run with Marks. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
Second and goal.
So it's a win here for the Texans. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say, so long from Houston.